Alright guys, let me make sure this is working. I did a 10-minute video of nothing because the sound was jacked up, but give me a second. Let's see if I can hear it. I might have fixed it, I don't know. Give me something. Come on. Anyway, it's your boy. But give me a second. There we go. Let's see if I can hear it. Perfect. Golly, guys, this is crazy. T-Dub with Blazing Sports just did a 10-minute video that sounded like absolutely nothing was being heard. I couldn't figure out why it was happening. But it's crazy. Some kind of setting got changed when I didn't even go into the settings. But you know what? It is what it is, guys. So the reason I'm here is I want to give out these last-minute thoughts. These what's leading up to the fight. And one of the first things I'm going to try to touch on is the day of weight, okay? I'm going to touch on some things that I said beforehand. I'm going to touch on the day of weight. I'm going to touch on some things that may happen in the fight. I'm just going to honestly touch on whatever I can either come back up with that I already said and whatever comes to my mind. But again, you guys, it's your boy T-Dub with Blazing Sports. I'm sorry for whoever tuned into the last video and for 10 minutes listening to nothing. I apologize. I deleted that video. But this one, I did confirm that you should be able to hear me. I'm going to do one more last quick check. Tune into the last video. Bam. So we're good. All right. So let's start with the weight, guys. Rigondeaux had to come up 2 weight classes to make this fight happen. I said in probably the video before last, not the one that I did after the face-off, but the one before that, I was like, you know what, Rigondeaux is probably going to come in weighing around, I said 126, maybe 128 pounds. I did not see him weighing 130. Now, his official weight was 128.4. But here's the kicker, guys. I said in the video, this was the very last one about the press, not the press conference, but the face-off and all that. The actual weigh-in video, I said that Rigondeaux actually looked a little bloated. And I was just kind of kidding around. I was saying, you know, maybe he drank some Gatorade or something to even make himself to even look like he weighed the 128.4 that he actually weighed. Because he did look a little bloated. He don't look like, you know, he had to cut down at all. And he didn't have to cut down because he was coming up, but he did look a little bloated. And now, when he weighed in today, some people did not know they did have a day of weight. And it was in contract that, you know, basically Lomachenko can't weigh 8 pounds coming into the day of weight. Now, Lomachenko weighed in at 137, 1 pound under what he can actually give, which means, you know, he kind of monitor what he ate, monitor how much he, you know, he took in so he can meet the 137. But now, since that was already out the way, he's probably been, you know how they are, guys, when they weigh in, as soon as they weigh in, they get this bottle with no label on it that looks like something out of a straight chemical factory. They get to sucking this stuff down, getting the fluids back in them. They get to eating different things. And he's probably going to put on maybe another 3 or 4 pounds, maybe before fight night. So I will look for him to come in the ring around maybe 140, 141. Now, Rigondeaux, here's the thing. Rigondeaux came into the day of weight, fully dressed, stepped on the scale. This is how you knew that the 128.4 yesterday was just a, I believe it's water weight. Most of them call it water weight or whatever he drank to weight that, because he only weighed 130 on the dot today with his clothes on. He weighed in yesterday in just his undies at a 128.4. Today, when he could have rehydrated and ate more, to let you know he's pretty much at max weight what he was yesterday. With clothes on, he was 130. With clothes on. So imagine, guys, if he took off the clothes, he probably weighed less than what he weighed yesterday when he weighed in at 128.4, which means he probably did have a Gatorade or 2 before he even weighed in yesterday to even reach the 128.4, because he weighed in with clothes on today and he only weighed 130. Now, I see him coming into the fight probably weighing 128, 127 pounds. I just see that's what he's going to fight at. Lomachenko probably going to come in between 138 and maybe 140, 141, give or take what he regains. That's just what it is. It is going to be a weight difference, guys. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's going to be a weight difference. Now, what we got to get down to, will that weight actually, when it matters? Will it matters? Early on, I don't think so. I think early on it's going to be skills on skills. That's what it's going to be. That's what the first 3 or 4 rounds is going to determine. Can the Matrix, Lomachenko, who I personally call Mr. 3D. The reason I call him 3D, because you see his angle so visually as he's coming in. Pop, 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 and he literally takes the soul out of his opponents straight out of Mortal Kombat. Your soul. What? He takes the will to fight. He takes the will to compete. And they typically shut down as he takes over. And a lot of people think that he's going to be able to do this against Rigondeaux. Now, for Rigondeaux Nation, people that think Rigondeaux has a chance or think Rigondeaux will actually beat him, they think Rigondeaux has the key to stop that. And here's what I think people think Rigondeaux can do, guys. And we're going to see Fight Night. Matter of fact, this is Fight Night. There will be a video right after the fight. And then there'll be a video, something like this, maybe 20 minutes later. So you're going to get a raw video straight out the dome. And then you're going to get a video where, okay, I thought about it. I got my son who's going to run me down this, who's been a little hard-headed. But you're going to get a video like this. But here's the thing. Rigondeaux has really good timing. Does he have the 3D effect that Lomachenko has? No, he doesn't have a 3D effect, which is dope. Because you see this guy shifting everywhere, almost like he was Tokyo drifting, the way he be dipping side to side and finding these angles. But with Rigondeaux doesn't burn as much energy when he does it. He used slight shifting, and he pot shots more than anything. Shift, hot, pow, shift, hot, pow. And a key factor is going to be the jab. I really want to know who's going to establish that jab. You got 2 southpaws. We're not going to get that touch, 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 shoot. You're going to get a straight up jab. You're going to get a straight jab to the face. You're going to get a straight jab to the stomach. And this is what you're going to see, because both of these fighters are used to fighting orthodox fighters. Rigondeaux has actually fought, I think, a couple more southpaw fighters than Lomachenko has. But he actually beat, what is his name? Gary Russell Jr. You know, he actually beat him, which I believe he is a southpaw. But do you believe? You can comment live, or you can comment after it posts. Do you believe the Matrix is going to pull off the Matrix tonight? Do you believe Rigondeaux has the Matrix code? Which pill? It's crazy. Which pill is Lomachenko going to give Rigondeaux? Is he going to give him the red one? Or is he going to give him the blue one? Is he going to be in reality and know what's going on? Or is he going to knock his ass straight into fantasy land? We will find out, guys. I am so hyped about this fight. Neither fighter has over 20 fights. Rigondeaux 17-0. Lomachenko is 9-1. Both of these guys are in the top 10 pound-for-pound list. Both are rightfully so in the top 10 pound-for-pound list. Both of these guys are extremely skilled. Rigondeaux is a sharpshooter. The thing why people think that he may have a chance, because when you throw a lot of punches like Lomachenko, see, you're open for getting hit when you throw punches. When Manny Pacquiao fought Clottey, he didn't land a lot of shots. It was a boring-ass fight because Clottey just stood this like this all day, but he didn't really land a lot of shots. You get hit when you decide to throw. And Lomachenko throws a lot of combinations very fast. But Rigondeaux is very precise, and he can shoot in between shots. If he can disrupt that combination, punching, and make Lomachenko think a little bit before coming in, that's a small win. If he can move with angles. Now, if you think about the people that Lomachenko fought, whenever you can let loose a 5 or 10 punch combination, I don't care if 8 of them get blocked and 2 land, 2 of them get blocked and 5 land. The simple fact is, if you can throw that many punches and you're making any kind of contact at all, That means that opponent is standing right there. Either they're along the ropes in the ball, or they're in the middle of the ring with a ball, or they got horrible footwork and they just can't move. Try this. Try this. If you were a friend tonight, try this. Tell your friend to throw 8 punches, soft punches, combinations at you. And do me a favor. As soon as you throw 1 or 2 punches, move. Step left, step back, and then step left, step back, and then step right, or just use angles. He will have to stop punching because he's not connecting. Footwork will be a key for Rigondeaux, and it depends on how Rigondeaux is going to apply that footwork. If Rigondeaux can be shifty and make Lomachenko stop in mid-combination and reset to wherever Rigondeaux is at now, he can have success. If Rigondeaux does not do that, if Rigondeaux is stationary at all, if Rigondeaux reacts with the freeze up, he's going to get his ass tattooed with the best ink known to mankind, high-tech style. Guys, your boy T-Dub with Blazing the Sports. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share. It's your boy T-Dub. This is what we do. This is what we do live, and this is what we do at the top of my dome to you guys. But remember, you're going to get a live, straight, raw feel. To be honest, as soon as the fight over with, before they even get to the interview, I'm going to be recording, guys. You're going to hear the interview live. You're going to hear my thoughts on the interview, my thoughts on who won. Now, I don't know who's going to win this fight. I've really been tossing up, you know. It does favor Lomachenko to beat Rigondeaux. Everything favors him. The weight, the age, the youth. Just being comfortable at that weight. Not just that. Let's get deep into it. Boxing. How is a man, and I'm going to talk about Rigondeaux for a while. I believe he has a WBA title at 122. This is really jacked up, guys. I mean, just think about how jacked up this really is. He's moving up 2 weight divisions to challenge somebody for a 130-pound belt. His belt's not on the line. The WBA tells him, if you win, you keep your belt. If you lose, we're stripping you of your belt. We're taking your belt from you, even though it's not on the line. That's psychologically trying to fuck up his mind. It's psychologically trying to get at him because they unofficially putting his belt on the line. And since they know Lomachenko is favored, they hoping he lose. So they can take his belt from him and give it to whoever they want to give it to, or have whoever two they want to fight for to have it. They don't want Rigondeaux with the belt. Because when Kell Brook went up 2 weight classes and fought Triple G, he lost and he kept his belt and defended against Errol Spence Jr. When Chad Dawson came down from light heavyweight, he had a title light heavyweight, came down, fought Andre Ward. Andre Ward beat the snot out of him, cleaned him up before he sent him back up to light heavyweight, and he still kept his belt. I have never heard before, and it may have happened now, Jesse Black in the chat room says it's really jacked up also, commenting on Rigondeaux. There's no way they should be taking his belt from him. I have never known anybody to challenge in a 2-weight division above. Unless you say my belt's on the line, his belt not on the line. The only official belt on the line is Lomachenko's belt at 130, and they had to do that because they got to make it a 12-round fight. Otherwise, it would be a 10-round fight, and it doesn't quite have the same feel as a 12-round fight. So they're going to take his belt. And here's another kicker. The commentator is more likely going to be biased. A couple of them already favor Lomachenko. One of them said Lomachenko was top 10 his first fight ever. After his first fight ever, he was top 10. So one guy is really getting the push that you're the next best thing since Floyd is going. And the other guy is getting a different push. I'm going to push you out of boxing altogether. We don't like you. You're going to get out, whatever it is, you know. And I don't know what it is, you know. You can't say it's race. You can't say that because Chad Dawson's black, and Kell Brook, you know, he's black. Well, I don't know what they call themselves, but they look black to me. Floyd Mayweather moved up from different and challenged different people from different ways. He's black. The thing is, I just don't think they want to deal with him. They don't want to market with him. They just want him out of boxing for whatever reason. And then here's another kicker. Let's talk about the purse. And this is where you have to give a lot of credit to Rigondeaux, because Lomachenko's making 1.2 million, and Rigondeaux's making 400,000. He's making under half the money, coming up 2 full weight classes, They're going to strip his belt that's not even on the line if he loses. Commentating is most likely going to be biased. The crowd is definitely going to be biased for Lomachenko. And then it just, honestly, I just give, you know, it truly is like a underdog story that in a fairy tale, he might pull it off. In reality, we just don't know. Who that nation? I don't see how Lome is top 20 pound. Why did they give him the pound for pound ranking? Lomachenko, listen, Lomachenko has skills. Is he ranked higher than he really should? According to ESPN, they got him ranked over Terence Crawford. I don't believe he should be ranked over Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford has over 30-some fights, undisputed, was the undisputed 140-pound champion, cleared out, had all the belts. Now he's moved to 147, and he is making it known that he wants to take over 147. I do believe Terence Crawford should be ranked higher than Lomachenko, but according to ESPN, Lomachenko is ranked higher. But there could be a business deal because Lomachenko is with Top Rank. Top Rank signed this thing with ESPN. So ESPN pound for pound list is probably paid for. It's probably paid for. I think Rigo wins on points, different level. Jason Mason said he thinks Rigo is going to win on points. Like I said, the first half of the fight is going to be about skills. Can Lomachenko get off? Can Rigondeaux get off? The second half of the fight, we're going to see if weight even plays a part. And when I mean weight, it's not that Lomachenko is naturally 130. It's that if Rigondeaux put on too much weight, because, you know, I believe he kind of blew up to make the 128.4. He probably should have just been like 127. Been like Floyd. Remember Floyd fought, what's his name? Conor McGregor. He could have weighed 154 and he weighed in around 140, 150, I mean 159, 149, something like 150, 149. Huh? You can play, but don't come on the camera, okay? I love you. All right, I got a 4-year-old, guys. He's supposed to stay in his room, but he don't shoot live. All right, so hell no, 9-1, never fought anybody. Who the nation? What time does it start? The fight, I believe it starts 9 Eastern, 8 Central, and 6 o'clock Pacific. Any of you in a Colorado time, which is probably Mountain Time, probably 7. So if you're not in the United States, then you might have to calculate that time a little bit different. Also, do you think this could be the most skillful fight of all time? Adonis, take it in the room for me, wait. It's a little loud. I love you. I'm not gonna lie, man. This is a very skilled fight. Lomachenko, he is getting pushed more than he should, but there's no doubt that the guy has true skills. I'm not gonna hit him. He has skills. They just pushing him too hard. They just giving him a reward that he hasn't earned yet. So that's why he got some people that's giving him a kickback, because a lot of things they're giving him, he hasn't earned. You know, he hasn't fought and did that. He didn't clear out the division. He didn't do a lot of things he should have. But skill on skills, you cannot deny it. 2 guys, 2 Olympic golds. You just can't deny it. You know, it may be one of the highest skill level that we've seen, and we don't know if Rigondeaux is 37, and we don't know if Rigondeaux is 42, but we do know he got skills. Let's go back to our Red Sox fan. Hello, hit the like button. Hey guys, you guys know our Red Sox fan. This guy is a tremendous caller. He does a lot of simulating either fights or baseball or anything. Guys, check him out. I subscribe. You should subscribe too as well. Let him play is fine. I'm not sure. Jesse Black. Let me see. Not sure what you mean that. Maybe you're commenting at somebody else. I'm not sure. But this should be a really skilled on skill fight. It's going down, guys. Like I said, remember, 9 o'clock Eastern. Base it off of your time from there. 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. That's when it all kicks off, okay? You want to have a couple of fights before then. That probably should be pretty entertaining. I really only want to see maybe a couple of them. I'm going to do a post live. You will hear the interview. You get my live thoughts straight out of my brain. And then once that's done, because I'm going with my brother out to watch it, and I'm going to come home, and you will see a setting like this here. Where do you think the winner and loser go from this fight. I'm not sure why that's. It depends, man. If Rigondeaux loses, Rigondeaux is going to be really pushed to the side. Rigondeaux going to have a really hard trouble bouncing back because they're taking his title, and it's not even on the line. So if he loses, they're taking his 122-pound title that's not on the line. And if they're taking it from him, they're going to make it hell for him to get a shot to get it back. He's a champion now, and he had a hard time getting fights. If he's not the champion, they're going to push his ass out of boxing, at least the best way possible. Now, with Lomachenko, if he loses, he'll take a hit, but in maybe 2 or 3 good fights, he can kind of fight his way back up there. Lomachenko will still have a shot of fighting his way back up there. It would just prove, and Rigondeaux win, honestly, Rigondeaux win, there should be no excuses. It should be all praises. It should be all props. And wherever you have Lomachenko on your pound-for-pound list, Rigondeaux should instantly take that because this guy is literally risking everything. He's risking a title that's not on the line. He's giving up 8 pounds to move up in weight class. He's the older fighter facing the younger fighter with everything going for the younger fighter to win this fight and everything pushing the older fighter out. If he wins this, it would be a true good accomplishment. You got to give him his props. The guy just put it off. If Lomachenko wins, he's going to, this is just for a lot of people. It's going to seal where his position is. I know that's nice. Oh, don't mess with that. That's my internet cord. Don't mess with that. Okay. This is going to seal. Not on that. Okay. This is going to seal where Lomachenko is. Actually, they might even move him up. So if he's ranked number 3, they might move him to number 2, or they might move him to number 1. If he's ranked at number 1, he's not going to lose that spot as long as he never loses. He will hold that spot for number 1 as long as he keeps winning, no matter who he fights. Let's see what else we got in the chat, guys. Our Red Sox fan, mini-skill fighters such as Sugar Ray Robinson, that's BS that they would take his 122-pound title. If he loses, 100% BS. I never heard it done before. Carol Brook didn't get stripped. Chad Dawson didn't get stripped. And Floyd Mayweather, whenever he went up in weight and had different, like he had the welterweight title and he fought for the junior middleweight title. He didn't get stripped. So, but they stripped him. It's obviously they're trying to push this guy out the sport. Yep, that's my little man. He said, hello, little man. My little man is right here. I told him to stay in the room, but he's 4, so you know how that's going to be. Did not work out. But he's right here. He's been good. He's playing with his train, so that's cool. Will Victor, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat room. I appreciate it. Will Victor, this is going to be a setup. Lomi is going to get the decision. Hashtag Rigo wins.
Daddy, give me a Sam. Give me a call, man.
Not now. After this, we're going to go watch a good fight, and you're going to love it. Trust me. I thought about that, but I didn't. I keep forgetting about my videos, and this is why I love when people chat because it brings thoughts in my head. If you think Rigondeaux won this fight, let's say if you watch this fight and you think it's 8-4, or you think Rigondeaux won, I don't know, by 2 rounds or 3 rounds. Whatever you think. If you think he asked to fight, I do not see the decision going this way. I do not see it. I would be shocked to see this decision go his way if you thought he won. Rigondeaux would have to either completely dominate Lomachenko or stop him. And I'm just not sure if that can happen. I can see Rigondeaux fighting well and even winning with his skills. But can I see him just straight up dominate Lomachenko with his style? I don't know. But he may be. Because listen, guys, even though Lomachenko is bigger than him, Rigondeaux has faced taller people. Rigondeaux actually has a longer reach, 68 to 65. Nino Donaire, which is probably the biggest win on his resume, is close to the same size, or at least look like it, that Lomachenko is when he fought him. And he made Nino Donaire look kind of bad that fight, and that's when Nino Donaire was ranked pretty high. Our Red Sox fan, T-Dub does a great job. Hit the like button. Guys! Take a second, please hit the like button. Hope you subscribe, you know. We're going to grow. We're going to keep doing this, and I'm going to keep giving this to you guys. As long as I can come up with these meals, I'm going to keep feeding it to you. Jason Mason. Or Josh Mason. My bad, brother. Josh Mason. The only reason they want Rigo to lose the belt is because no one can touch him. No one wants that fight at 122. Yeah, I stated that he got the belt. He has the belt, and it's hard for him to get the fights he wants. If he loses and they strip the belt from him, he's definitely not going to get this fight. They're going to slowly push him out. He's going to become maybe a once-year fighter, and he's going to be fighting pretty much no-namers. And unless he's giving up, a stupid advantage, kind of like he's doing now. I'm not saying it's crazy stupid, but it really shows the balls Rigo has. He knows that. That's how you know a man is confident in his skills. He's confident he can take this fight. He's confident that he can win. And you know what? Lomachenko's confident. And I like that about both of them. I like that. Because you know what? I've seen fighters that Lomachenko face. And you can tell that their tail was already tucked before they stepped in the ring. You could tell that they had a yellow belly before they stepped in the ring. And then once they got in the ring, they were trying to survive. They didn't want no part of Lomachenko. And I like the Lomachenko thinks, you know what? I'm going to beat the shit out of this little guy. You know what? Who does he think he is? I like that. Matter of fact, I love it. I love that Rigondeaux is like, listen, I'm going to go in there, beat the shit out of him. There's nothing special about him. I'm going to beat him. Somebody got to take somebody's soul. Somebody got to take somebody's will to fight, will to survive. And I want to see that. I don't care if it's Rigondeaux taking Lomachenko's. I don't care if it's Lomachenko taking Rigondeaux. But when you got two guys that want to win, that's when you get the best fights. That's when you get both of these guys. And then we're going to see if plan A doesn't work, what's plan B? Plan B doesn't work, what's plan C? We got high-level fighting like this here. You got to come with more than one plan because, somebody's going to be getting over. Who's going to make the right adjustments to win? What else we got, guys? All right. So, guys, it's your boy T-Dub with Blazing Sport. Listen, guys. Listen. Subscribe. Subscribe now. I'm going live. As soon as the fight ends. As soon as it ends. Click to this channel. I'm going live. It won't be a setup live because I don't know when it's going to end. But I'm going 100% live. I'm giving you my thoughts. And then after that, I'm going to get set up. And we're going to get them visually like it is now. Right after. We're going to give you a twofer. You're getting 2 videos. That's a promise. Tonight. Be there. T-Dub was Blazing the Sports. Thank you, Red Sox fan. Thank you, Diane Black. Thank you, Josh Mason. Thank you, Jesse Black. Shout out to all of them people that came to support. Shout out to anyone that's watching that didn't join the chat, but at least you stuck around and watched the video. Appreciate you watching. T-Dub, this is What's Blazing in Sports. Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux will be happening in a couple hours. Who are you picking?